Deepti Shankadar and I would like to welcome you to the ET Young Industry Award 2025. And we have with us the founder and managing director of Hatfield Investigations and Consulting, Mr. Ajit Singh ji. Sir, I would like to welcome you here with us.
Thank you.
So, Hatfield has built a reputation over the years. What were the defining early cases or turning points that shaped the organization's identity?
Right. So my inspiration came from the first Hindi detective serial Karamchand, watching it in my school days. I developed a passion that later became my profession. In 1991, I had stepped into the field of investigation as an investigation officer. Those early days, the communication channels were very limited. Technology was not there, and every assignment required far more legwork than today, yet even minimal resources. We managed to crack some very complex cases simply through groundwork, patience, and sharp observations. I still remember meeting the owners of Havels in those days. They were genuinely surprised to learn that such investigation services even existed in India at that time. The profession was niche, almost unheard of, which made very successful stories even more meaningful. Quiet work, steady delivery, and letting results speak for themselves. These were the principles that helped us grow, and they still guide me today.
One of your notable cases, a major theft investigation at a large hospital, was recently featured in the Council of International Investigators casebook. What made that case unique and how did you go about cracking it?
Yeah, that was the very challenging case because the theft was not random. It was systematic and someone insider was involved. So we treated it like a layered crime. We mapped movements and analyzed excess patterns and conducted discrete interviews. The breakthrough came when we found out that the suspects were spending huge amount on daily basis. It's an honor that Council of International Investigators chose to publish it.
That's great, sir. Thank you so much for sharing the inside details with us. Sir, in a field where trust is everything, how did Hatfield establish credibility in its early days, especially when dealing with the sensitive corporate matters?
Yeah. So we maintained strict confidentiality and never overstated outcomes. Client appreciated that we didn't rely on assumptions. Every conclusion was backed by the documentary evidence. Over time, the consistency helped us to build a reputation where clients knew Hatfield findings were reliable and useful.
That's great, sir. So your work often involves navigating gray areas and high pressure situations. What has been the toughest professional challenge you have faced and how did you influence your investigation approach?
Yeah. So one of the toughest challenges was handling a case where multiple internal stakeholders were themselves part of the problem. We worked quietly, tightened the circle of the information, verified every lead twice, and ensured no suspicion was raised during the process. We submitted the final report to the chairman of the company with solid evidences.
Wow, that's great, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your journey, your challenges with us. Sir, investigations require integrity, judgment, and a steady hand. What personal value have helped you consistently deliver in complex situations?
Yeah, over the years, my discipline has been shaped by three core habits. Listening more than I speak to understand better. Verifying every detail before starting the assignment. Never rushing to a conclusion. Above all, integrity is non-negotiable when we are honest with our clients. They trust our process, accept our findings, and that outcomes are invariably stronger.
That's lovely, sir. These are the three principles I think every organization should work on. Thank you so much. So, with fraud patterns and corporate misconduct evolving, what emerging risk do you believe Indian business are still underestimating?
Yes, many Indian businesses still underestimate the scale of risk around them. The first blind spot is internal collusion. In most of the fraud cases, the damage is done by someone within the system. The second is digital exposure. Even a small data leak, an email list, an unsecured server, a misplaced device can snowball into a major financial and reputational risk. And the third is inadequate due diligence. Before partnerships, merger and acquisitions, many companies skip the deeper background checks. They rely on paperwork instead of independent verification, which leaves them exposed to the hidden liabilities and compromised partners.
Thank you, sir, for sharing the insights and details about it. So, looking ahead, what is your long-term vision for Hatfield? Where do you see the organization in next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah. So my vision is to scale Hatfield into a specialized multi-city investigation and consulting firm that can handle complex cases across India and abroad. We are expanding our capabilities in digital forensics, business intelligence, and high-end due diligence. The goal is simple: to be the most trusted and dependable investigative partner for corporations, law firms, and risk teams built on expertise, ethics, and results.
So, your vision is really big. I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Mr. Ajit Singh, the founder and managing director of Hatfield Investigation and Consulting. Thank you so much.